What's up everybody, Dylan here with a Greats of the Gridiron video tutorial. In this video we're going to talk about league management. So when we've started up the game, we already have a default league in place that's automatically generated when there are no already existing league files. This league is called the default league and has a few default items set in it so that you can jump right into it and start playing your game. We can go in and we can start managing this league by clicking on the league menu and then the league management button. Now that we're in the league management module, we have a few options available to us. We can open a league, create a league, and pretty much exit. When I go to open the league, we can see that we already have the default league ready to open. And if I double click it or I click the open button after selecting it, we can see that here we've indeed loaded the default league. From here, we can now edit this league since it's the one that's opened, and when we select to do so, it brings us to the edit active league dialog. This first page here are league configuration settings, the general settings, and then on the second tab, if we click it, we have the settings of what teams are belonging to what conference and what division. We can also see here that the names of our league is the default generated, conference names and division names. We can also see that here we can also switch and shuffle these assignments around if we want to. We'll get into that in just a moment. Coming back to the Edit Active League main window, we might choose to go ahead and give this league another name. So we can call this Cool FL, hit OK, and now we can see that we have a new league, Cool FL. Rather, we've just renamed the default league into a new league name. Now here we can give it a normal commissioner name. We can also change and set the default password security. The default leagues that are created when you automatically generate a league through starting the game when there's no league present is not password protected. Here we can change the name of our league conference and the subdivisions therein. So here we might make this something to this effect. For now, there are only two divisions, but this will be up to 4 divisions in the 32 team leagues when we get to there. Once I've made some edits, I'll click the save button to commit those edits to the database. And I'm presented with a message saying that the updates have been made. Now we can see that our conference settings hold the new names of our new conference settings. So coming back to this, if we want to schedule an actual season, we must have the appropriate number of teams to properly fill out the divisions. In this case, we need 4 teams per division. 4 divisions is 16 total teams. if we want to, we can now move these teams around by selecting the team. Thus, the edit team is highlighted with their name here. Selecting the conference that we want to move them to, and then selecting the division that we want to move them to, and followed by clicking the apply button. We get some information here letting us know that we're about to change this information, and that if we are mid-season, this will negatively affect the way the season is working with scheduling and everything else, and therefore this is not recommended to do if you have a season in progress. You can delete an existing season, however. Confirm, we'll hit OK. And now we can see that we've moved over to the Tutorial Conference East North Division, and we only have 3 teams over here in the Tutorial Conference West North Division. We also notice that we have 2 red dots, one beside each unbalanced division. Thus, we need to remove one from this division and add one to this division to get our 4 per division. So I will select the team that I want to move over, and I will select the conference to move him over to, as well as the division. Hit apply. I will get this warning. I'll confirm. And now, as you can see, we are back to our regular balanced setup here. So then we can click the done button. And now this does directly tie into the manage teams area, although the team management is not specifically part of this video. But here, if we decide that we want to activate and deactivate teams, we note that we have an active and inactive team count that we must make sure is set to 16, and when it's ready, 32 for the 32 team leagues. Once we have made those kind of changes, we have to hit this reset placement function. This will realign some data related to team placement with their conferences and divisions, and it is a necessary step when you set teams active and inactive. So we'll hit OK. From that point, we're done. And now when we go back to see our conference settings, we can see that our adjustments have been made. By the way, these windows will scroll, so when you have more data to see, that you will see that data. And now if we decided that we did not like the placement of how those teams went, we can make our adjustments here automatically. And we can move from one conference to another in any direction that we desire. So let's go ahead and get these guys lined back up. So that we're done. In the next video, we'll discuss briefly creating a league as well as deleting unwanted leagues. Thanks, and see you in the next video.